What up again? This is in response to Jesus Freak's 12 questions for atheists. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, I've got it pulled up here on my computer, so I'm just gonna read down the list and answer those. I might have to break this up into two parts, but we'll find out when we get there. Question 1. What would you need in order to become a believer? Well, first off, that question is incredibly vague. A believer in what? I'm sure someone else has already pointed that one out, but I felt it needed to be said again. Now, I'm at least going to go with what I assume you mean, a believer in Christian, dogma, scripture, Christian ideal of God, and whatnot in that area. Well, in order to believe in that, I would need to see proof of knowledge that could have only come from an omniscient source. If you could point out scripture detailing germ theory, a Bible verse that had E equals MC squared, or just generally anything that would not have been known to man at that time. Now, I know Phil Hellanus has made a video where he, did a detailed, scientific look at, what happened with language of that time, but that wouldn't be enough for me, because even if it's in language of that time, it still could have been written by a person. So if there was scripture that detailed in modern scientific lingo the atomic weight of plutonium, I would convert immediately. Move on to question 2. Why are you an atheist? Well, that would be because no one really ever tried to, make any religious arguments, instill any kind of religion into me until after I had already reached an age of reason. At that point, my bullshit radar intact, I asked questions that I got very insufficient answers to. What they were trying to tell me seemed very alien, unnecessary, and quite creepy. And, also, just the probability of God seems very remote to me. Question number 3. Why do you think a belief in a deity has permeated almost every society and culture since the dawn of man? Well, people didn't know a whole lot until recently. And instead of going out and looking for answers, people just, made shit up. I mean, this is my own thought. I don't know how much, validity it holds, but really, I think, religion stems from an unwillingness to say, I don't know. And also, possibly, some lazy fuck millennia ago who didn't want to go out and till the field. So he just, said, hey, this drought and the weather and all this stuff that affects us? I know why. There's this invisible guy up in the sky who controls all of it. I just talked to him yesterday. And you know what? If you give me a nice portion of your harvest, I can, get some favors from him, I think. But, that's just me. Question number 4. Why does so I have never been able to say this word, but let's give it a shot here. Extensionalism I'm fucking it up, but I don't know why I've just never been able to say that. But why does that make sense to you? Well, really, besides the idea of meaning being derived from within, it doesn't. Because I'm more of a rationalist and an empiricist. I believe in applying rational thought to situation, and I believe in the validity of empirical knowledge, both of which most existentialists kind of shrug off. But as far as meaning being, a property of the human mind, well, I have never come across any source of meaning other than my own mind or the mind of someone else. So that's why that would make sense to me. Question number 5. Of either faith, Islam or Christianity, which of these two makes the most sense to you? You must pick one. Okay, well, I'm going to say first off, neither of them really make too much sense to me. And, gun to my head, I'd probably just say, fuck it, kill me. But, you took the time to load this question up enough, so I'll give you what you're going for. Gun to the head of someone I care about, someone I love, I would have to choose Christianity. Merely for the fact that, as much as I disagree with the religion, I've never heard a Christian promise me pussy in the afterlife in the event that I blow myself up in a crowded mall. So there's that one. Question number 6. Have you ever, even for a moment, believed in a God? Not really sure on that one. I mean, I've had that, thought, hey, there's got to be someone fucking with me. I can't be, this, unlucky. But have I ever honestly believed in a God? No. Question number 7. If you die as an atheist, are you prepared to go to hell? Yes, I am. Because if heaven is populated with people like you, I really don't want to be there in the first place. Hell seems like the place where I get to hook up with all the really interesting people who have ever lived. Question number 8. Morality seems to change with the times in the atheist community. Why are morals so subjective within the atheist community? Well, actually, I have dealt with this one before in a response to your video, Atheism, the Greatest Threat to Humanity. I don't believe morality has changed. We still don't kill people, don't steal their shit, and that seems pretty rigid. But what you refer to isn't really morality. It seems to be more of societal norms. How often you say so-called naughty words, how much skin is appropriate to show, how many people you'll fuck, that kind of stuff, which really doesn't pertain to morals as much as it does to the norms of your particular society. Now I see that I am at the 9-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off here and pick it back up with another video. Peace for now.